Let's see. Is it still saying we're down?
Yeah. Oh, wait. There we go.
Here we go.
Now we're up.
Are we? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Jeez, oh Pete. Alrighty. Sorry, everybody. The internet guy is coming on Tuesday to help me because I can't do that by myself. Okay, I'm handy, but not that handy. I have a desk now. Anyhow, so Reek, what we're going to do is, as you're charging with your net, this is how it's going to work. You will require more successes to use the net, or regular attack to use the whip or the lasso, as it's only going for one particular enemy.
I think I'm going to go with the whip because I don't want to grab too many at once and overburden Skyfeet. So I'm going to go for the whip and just start picking them off from behind so they can't use their momentum against me. Or hopefully I can use it against them. So is the whip, is it a ranged or a melee attack?
Honestly, it's an intermediate one, which means that you can get within like 10 feet. In D&D terms, it would be like a long reach weapon. So you'd be able to get within 10 as opposed to their... they all seem to be carrying lances, though, which would be the same type of distance weapon.
Same sort of distance.
Yeah.
I think if there's any way... Yeah, I'm just going to pick off the first one and see if I can't whip him off. All
right. Whip it good.
Force. Oh, yeah. So am I rolling... which one am I rolling for these?
This is melee still.
Okay.
Or actually, with a whip with melee, you can use your agility with melee, or for an attack. So you can use your agility.
Okay.
Your ranged weapon, I mean, yeah.
Ranged weapon, then. That would be awesome. Here we go. So that's, just the one for that.
That's okay. One success. Go ahead and roll damage for it, as this is also distracting. So if we get an effect here, that's what we want to see.
All right. Where is my whip? Here we go. I'm going 2 plus an effect.
And there it is, as we see the gentleman as he comes in. I think he has to make he makes an animal handling check as you get in there, but it stuns him for this round. So one of the first rider on the left, will say, is stunned to the point where he cannot do anything. I'll put a little... let's see. I'll just make him a different color, too. I'll put a little timer over top of him. So he's stunned as the whip kind of cracks in front of his face. Racks a line of blood across his kind of exposed half helm that he's wearing as he turns and jerks, unaware that you were coming anywhere near him, and you are among them. So we'll take Arik and move him up about this side. Schwa, you would see this all coming as Arik rides out to intercept the 4 riders. And with your movement, you can either kind of stay parallel to them or zip in front of them. What would you like to do, Arik?
So if I've got the whip latched to one, I want to wrap the handle around my saddle horn and just keep riding through them.
Okay, so as you ride, we'll take you and place you over here. As you take the rider that's indicated, and I'm going to give him a 1d chance to do something here. He fails, as these are mounted soldiers that are unbalanced. And so as soon as it wraps around, he gets ripped from the saddle. Immediately you feel Skyfeet kind of rear up a bit as this heavily armored figure kind of adds to her weight as she's riding and hits the ground, and you begin to hear this as this skipping kind of armored person behind goes across the road, and you have one of them lassoed. Of course, it is around or whipped around the neck, Indiana Jones style, as you have dismounted one of the riders forcibly. And you are where you need to be. The other 3 are kind of looking, and you see a few of them kind of lance point tip towards you. We will jump over now, after you are done that, to Artigan. Artigan, you have 2, one on the ground, one in the sky. What would you like to do, old man?
So he's pretty much figured that those 4 were going to be chargers. He was more concerned about these 2 because he's wondering what they're doing. So he's got a feeling that they should have a chat on the ground level. So what he wants to do is quickly dismount his horse because he's not going to out horse fight these guys, and he knows the best way to take out a horseman is to take out the horse. Sorry, folks, if you've got one for animals, but this is Conan. So what I want to do is I want to hop off my horse and taking my Atlantean broadsword, I want to make the horse with the rider still standing a three-legged horse.
I like where your head's at.
All right. Chop, chop. And because of the situation, what's the momentum pool like, please, Greg?
It's maxed out.
Maxed out. Because of how... can I spend 2 momentum for 2 dice?
You can, to me. Yeah, you can. It's a...
Okie dokie, I'm going to spend 2 momentum so I can roll 4d20. And I am going to try and take the leg out of this horsey horse that's already been wounded. 3 successes.
Okay, immediately 2 momentum go back in there as you take the leg off the horse as it was previously wounded by the arrows that had sunk into it from Arik. The horse is on the ground. It is none too happy as it is doomed to forever lie on the ground in its final moments. The rider, we'll see how he... Oh, yeah, he drops flat on his back with a 20. So you have one of them on the ground, and with your 2 momentum, I am going to give you the advantage or the option to use it to attack again, as you have 2 knights on the ground.
The one who's just literally come down, because I think it will look cooler from a visual perspective. So chop of the leg, he goes down, and as he falls over like a sack of bricks, basically, I know armor, I know helmets, I know chest soldier pauldrons, chest plate. There's obviously the fleshy bit between the helmet and the neck. Basically, I'm looking for decapitation for the one who is downed.
Okay. Go right ahead. If you're going for a called shot, that'll be an additional success. So it'll take 2 successes to go for the neck, as the rest of these guys are pretty armored.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go for the called. I'll go for the called shot. Can I spend another momentum for a dice?
With this attack, yeah, you can. It's a restart of the attack, so you can add to this one. Ozzy was right; it goes up. I missed that, but normally when you add additional die to beyond 1, the cost goes to 2 momentum. But I missed it, so you go right ahead.
Thank you for the cool shot, though, Ozzy. Good to know. All right, so 3d20, cool shot, going for the head. 2
Roll your
crits.
damage.
Oh,
Yep.
boy. Here we go. Please don't suck damage. Just 3.
3, but you have that's actually 5 successes. So
Okay.
you're going to have 3 additional points. If you would like to spend all of those, that will make the damage 6 on this gentleman, as it is bypassing his armor and will not make him happy.
Complete, total, and utter damage.
Okay. So you swipe into this guy and you have delivered a grievous wound to him. He is stunned and bleeding out from the neck. As we cut over to Cinna. Cinna.
Lol, cut.
You have a gentleman advancing on you. He does not seem to be attacking. He seems to want you to himself.
Cool. I tried to get kind of elbow Conan behind me and keep us backing away, just keep moving. I'm going to do what I do, which is shooting things. And what I'd like to do is any shot I get through on him, I want to try and disarm him.
Okay.
Is that I want? Okay, so pew. Let me find it. I know where it is. There it is. Oh, wait.
Wait,
No.
she says.
No, that's on something else, I think. Yeah.
So that's 1 success with the complication. The complication is this. He is able to deflect it, and instead of having to spend any doom to do so again, you have just given it to him with that. So you see him casually deflect it out of the way. And I'm actually going to spend Doom right here as he offers a reaction strike to you as he lifts the mask, the plate on his full helm, and you see that the bottom right-hand corner of his face is nothing but bone. And when you see that, that's going to be one hit, and this one is going to be for 1 morale damage as your courage begins to slip as you see his face and he starts walking towards you.
Cool. Gonna do my other shot now, if that's all right.
Sure.
Yeah, cool, sweet. Cool. That's more like it.
Okay, you get the momentum, but he deflects it away as he is going to spend the Doom point to do so.
That is so frustrating.
Why are you doing this? You're mine. Accept it.
No, I think I'm just going to kill you. That seems like if I had 2 options, that seems better. I'm gonna use momentum and shoot him again, Greg. I know.
Yeah, you have it. Go ahead. Take your shot.
Okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. 2 successes.
Okay. So with that shot, he is going to spend 2 momentum and deflect it. But at this point, having seen this creature and realizing that it's coming directly for Cinna,
No.
and because he cannot stand to see something happen as happened with Rhoda and Torg, Conan turns and you see him charge towards the man with the sword up, and as he turns, he says, "Go! Run!" And he just runs towards Karis with his sword upraised.
She can't help it. She was trying to kind of hide what she was doing, getting him away, but now she screams, and I'm taking my last one because I have 2 per
Go.
thing. 2 per action. Please just stop. 3 successes.
Okay, he is shocked by this charge of this boy, and you slip through his defenses as he's not spending Doom here. Go ahead and hit him with some damage.
How much momentum do we have left?
You can add this to damage, but you are currently at 3 momentum.
I want to use, I don't want to add it to damage. I want to use 2 to disarm him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So go ahead, and you get damage and disarming.
Yes. Okay. So 7 plus nothing, so 7. Yeah, that's it, 7.
Okay, so with the strike that hits around the middle of his forearm or gauntlet, as he's kind of turning to fight, you see it hit and stun his arm as the sword kind of flips and drops to the ground point first. It's still relatively close to him, but you have taken it out of his hands. He also takes some damage from that as well, as you see again that kind of slip of the arrow between his armor as you are expertly placing these shots with your piercing ability. You have movement. What would you like to do, Cinna?
Why are you like this? I will go and be shoulder to shoulder with Conan, because if I'm there, maybe he won't hit Conan.
Okay.
Positivity. I'm an optimist, Greg. Yep, that's what I do.
Good. All right, so let's cut back to the mighty Schwa. Schwa, I'm going to stick with you just because you see that 2 of these riders bear down on you, and they are coming in to attack. That is 2 misses. And 1 hit as, let's see, in your right leg, the following occurs. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 7 damage as a lance kind of takes Schwa off of the top of Castle Schwa as they ride by these expert knights, these cavalrymen, and they plow over your defensible position. Do you have any armor, my friend?
Let's see what's on my character sheet. I have. No, I don't.
Okay.
I just have normal clothes.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 and another wound for Schwa as it cuts into you. Are you down to 0 now?
I am now at 0.
Okay, that's okay. You're not out, as anything that happens to you from now on is going to be a wound. You have 2 wounds, I believe, as Schwa is looking pretty rough in the middle of the battlefield.
That's right.
The one is taken out. The third's going to charge towards Arik, and 1 hit for. Let's see where. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 8 on Arik as it comes in and the lance kind of clips past his defenses. Do you have any armor, my friend?
Yeah, I wear heavy clothing, which gives me a 1.
Okay.
For armor.
So that takes it down to 7. That's going to be 2 wounds for you as it does over 5, it does over 5, but it does not take you to 0, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, you get 1 wound for that.
All right. 1 wound. Here we go. All right. Oof.
Okay, now that we're here, we're going to go over to Artigan. You have 1 gentleman who is not bleeding out. He's going to take a swipe. He's going to hit, give me a doom, and let's see. That's going to be no effects on that one, but it's still 5, which is enough to give you a wound. As he 4.
Hold up. Yeah, I'm going to parry his ass, you know. So how does parry work in this game?
You have it automatically with your sword. So as he is coming in to attack you, you bling, take it down to the ground. And
yeah, no,
so
I roll for my parry, I believe.
you do not. As your weapon has the parry ability, you should be able to just have it free for the first one. It's not a contested one. These guys aren't that tough to be able to kind of kick it into a contested roll.
I actually have 2 free parries. 1 for my sword and 1 for one of my skills, and it does state in the skill that it does stack as well.
It does stack.
Yeah.
So you're in defensive position over here as you see kind of out of the corner of your eye your friends having a bad go of it. Schwa, we are going to cut to you as you have just taken this mighty blow. You're still up. You are the mighty Schwa. But
I am the mighty Schwa, but I am feeling awful right now. So can I use fortune to get rid of wounds? Is that how that works?
here's the cool thing. As everybody rips the party in chat, fortune can heal you completely.
I think it's time for Schwa to burn a fortune point.
Okay, so what that'll do is that's going to fill up your vigor again to its max and take away 1 of your wounds. So
Excellent.
the schwa's out as he... And you are fired up, my friend.
Terrific. And does that take a... all right, so I have 1 fortune left. Does
You
that
do?
take my move, or I still get to do stuff now?
You still get to do stuff.
Fantastic. I'm going to leap at the rider that just dealt me the blow, the one with the horse closest to me, and I am going to try to take the horse out from under him and create another dead horse wall to keep building out the fortress of Schwalitude.
Okay, so it's time for some renovations at Castle Schwa, the Fortress of Schwalitude. So yeah, go right ahead and attack with your spear, my friend, as you are going for horse meat, horse flesh, a horse of a different color.
Fantastic. And we're going to, I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of momentum because we're still pretty thick on momentum.
You have 3, actually you're back up to full because I always forget to add in the craziness that is Senna.
Yeah, right. Excellent. So I'm gonna pop 2 extra dice on there, and oh, I'm sorry. I just rolled spear damage. My bad. Let me roll melee attack.
Yeah, we'll keep it if it's there. So go ahead and just roll the attack, and we'll keep, because that's, you got some major. Oh yeah. Okay, so you succeed on every attack. You also, it's 4, and that's 5 total because of the success. So you're able to keep all the momentum in there. And in addition to the 2 that you have taken that are replenished, you are able to spend the other 2 as damage or another attack. So you can go 1 damage, 1 attack, as that currency builds beyond that. But I'll tell you this, 5 plus the fact that you got 1, 2, 3, 4 effects in there, all of which are the piercing quality of Schwa's nasty-ass spear. You have just ended the life of one of these horses as it falls perfectly into place on the foundation of the Fortress of Schwalitude. And you have erected another wall as Schwa, and you have cast the rider into the wind as he is flying through the air. No roll. He crashes to the ground on his back. You get another attack here. You do not have to spend any more damage. I will give you another attack. Let's just roll with that. You got full momentum too.
I'm gonna leap up onto the top of the corpse of the horse that I just took out, and I'm gonna look down at his former rider, who is now sprawled out on the ground before me, and I hold my spear aloft as I look down at him, and I say, "You are large, but I am Schwa, and you die quickly!" And attack with a thrusting spear attack to the face.
Go right ahead, and since you did not use the other momentum, give yourself an additional die here, as you guys are maxed out with momentum and you had extra.
There we go.
Yep, so that's 3 successes. Go ahead and roll your damage, and we're going to add 2 more damage to it, as Schwa is not happy with the situation. Oh, +1 effect takes it to 6, plus the 2 takes it to 8, and that is in fact what that rider sees last, as you drive your spear into his face. The hands feebly clawing at the ancient dwarven blade as you jam it into just beside his nose, beneath his eye, as you twist it a bit just for skull popping pleasure, and the knife beneath your feet goes out. It's also safe to say that whenever you use fortune, it's not like prestidigitation. Schwa is covered in his own blood. He's covered in the blood of a horse. He's covered in mud. He's covered in the blood of this guy. Schwa's looking insane right now, as any potential gore on the battlefield always, he's in splash radius because of his size anyway. He's drenched. So Schwa, you are casting over a horrific visage, as I'm going to make one of the guys that's closest do something. Okay, we're going to X this guy out as he died. This guy wheels around and begins to ride off in a different direction, as covered in gore of enemies and friends is also another one of those wonderful reactions. He sees Schwa and decides to get the hell out of there. Even somebody like the White Company, who if his commander was present, this wouldn't have happened. But she's not here, and he rides back towards the line. All right. So Schwa, as you have fortified, erected, and defended the Fortress of Schwalitude, let us cut over to Pal, as Pal is behind the other group. I saw that you rolled a 3 with your effects in play for your stealth. You have gone up behind them. They did not shoot a volley this round, as their people are too close. They're engaged with everybody around here, but they seem to kind of be looking in the direction of the other group of 2. But they don't see you coming. What would you like to do, Pal?
Well, I'm going to try to, I'm going to probably try, so I can attack at this point.
Oh yeah, you're close enough. You've gotten right up on them.
No, I don't need to make thievery for ambush or anything like that. I don't see any traps. That's my
Nope, you rolled your stealth last time, and it was off the charts. In fact, you got
Okay.
additional momentum, so.
Okay, well, I'm going to I'm going to do the same thing again. He's going to grab the one that probably would be looking for him. I'm not sure. I got to look at the battle map. Let's see where exactly I am. I'm down here with the 4 of them, right?
Yep, I'll move you over. You're like
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, I'll take the one that I'll probably grab the one first that would probably have noticed me or potentially noticed me at first. So he probably has the best idea of where I'm at, if I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead. Try to bring him down here so they can see Pal.
I also have savage instinct, so if something does get shot at me, just let you know that arrow wise.
Gotcha, but you can also roll with an additional die here as they have no idea that you're coming, so make sure you add a d20 to this first attack roll.
Gotcha. Oh wait, that's juke. Sorry, that's stealth. Yep, 3 successes.
Okay, so all 3 of your successes go through. You can add this to, I'm assuming you want an additional attack here. Go ahead and roll your damage for the first one with the knife, and we'll see where we want to spend that momentum.
Yeah, he's going to try to take as many out as he can.
Okay, you can stack momentum here to get to where you need to be. You've got 5 plus you've got the vicious effect on that knife, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Intense.
so
it's intense. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It stacks on your other ability. All you need is 4 for these guys as you end the life of the first one, and you are able to take your 2 momentum and go towards the second one. You can spend 1 momentum to have another attack. As stated before, it stacks. So if you want another attack after that, it's going to be 2 momentum. But let's see what you do with your next attack.
Let's do it. 3 successes.
Okay, Finnegan, begin again. Roll your damage.
Oh,
Jesus. Okay. Okay, we're taking the 2 momentum that you just earned, and we are putting them towards, if you want another attack, it costs 2 momentum. Go right ahead.
how many momentum do we got? I don't want to waste our momentum. There's people out there that need it.
The party is maxed out. You're spending your own generated momentum right here.
Well, we'll continue then. One success this time.
1 success. Roll damage for it.
Still cleaved him.
Okay.
Pal's not even like being cute. He's just moving as fast as he can.
Okay, I will let you know this. If you spend 3 momentum, you can get 1 shot on the final of the 4 archers.
How many momentum we have? We still maxed?
You're still maxed, yep.
All right, I'll do it. Let's knock him out. Yep.
And you just put 2 of those momentum back as go ahead and roll for damage.
Death.
And within the span of about 8 seconds, where there were 4 archers, there are 4 archers getting colder and not older as Pow is standing over top of them. Again, everybody covered in blood, Pow especially. But as far as I know, Pow's completely unharmed as he has decimated the archer line of the
I told
company
him 6
of
were
Light.
dead. I'm gonna he's gonna stop and look and see what's going on out in the battlefield, and that'll be his. He wants to get back in the shadows in case there's something else the commander's not about. So he wants to jump back into stealth. If I have to roll for that, I will.
Sure. And as you're sitting there, what we're going to do is, as you're sitting there, roll for your stealth, dip back in, and you bear witness to...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, you guys are maxed out on momentum again. You bear witness to the mighty Schwa as he drives the spear into the face, and covered in blood. You yourself covered in blood. Your drinking and running buddy is out there in the middle of the shit. And he's apparently doing all right as you see Arik riding beside, dragging one of these things by the neck. And it is to Arik that we go right now.
So when Arik was hit by this lance, did the lancer like go past, or is he still close by?
He's absolutely still in melee. It's like you just got hit by him as he clipped by.
Okay. Is there like a penalty for leaving melee like there is in some games? Because I would like to put some distance between myself and this guy.
No, actually, you can spend a momentum and dance away if you would like.
Yeah, definitely going to spend a momentum and dance away. And then Arik, as he's sort of riding, he kind of like twists and does a 180 in his saddle, right? And fires behind him at the retreat, or at the rider there. All right, here we go. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Ooh, that's a miss. That is a miss for Arik.
You're able to break away, but as you fire off a shot, it just kind of, in the din of everything that's happening, it doesn't have the desired effect. I will let you know, though, just like as if you had generated it yourself, you can spend a momentum from the pool to attack again.
I would like to spend a momentum from the pool to attack again. And let's see. All right, here we go. 1 this time.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your damage for that one, and we'll see if we get the effect. You're going for the same type of thing, right? Or you're just going for a shot?
I'm just looking to hit him. Nothing special. So I got 4 damage, no effect.
Okay. So without the effect, as it kind of goes forward, you see it skip across the metal a bit, as your arrow doesn't seem to have the same type of punch that Cinna's did before. It does hurt him, but it doesn't seem to hurt as bad as maybe a more solid shot that slipped between the armor. But yep, you got one guy on the ground. The other guy is he's heading home. Oh, yeah. The other guy, he's gonna keep riding. He's gonna keep on.
No escape.
He's just riding. The other guy's on the ground. Okay, Artigan, what are you up to, buddy?
So one of these guys are dead and the other one's still up.
Yep, you have one of them's not really dead, but because of the brutality of your last strike, he's just spending his remaining minutes clawing at a wound that's not going to close.
All right, so he's essentially out of the fight. Okay, I will a momentum pool update, please, Greg.
4.
4. Okay. And let's see. Let me just quickly check the momentum buys again. Quick. Let's have a look. All right. I am just going to. I'm going to try and have a go at him. Basically, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, "Stop trying to hit me and hit me." I want to spend a momentum for an extra dice.
Go right ahead.
As I go melee to melee, and then there's something else after if I land a shot on him. Boom. 4.
Nice. Yep, 4 successes. So again, you can attack and you can go ahead and roll your damage, and then we'll go from there to see if you want to use it for damage or pile it into an additional attack.
Okay, I would like to hold on. Let me find this because I know he's wearing armor. I would like to spend another momentum to use the ability Penetration. The damage inflicted by the current attack ignores an amount of soak equal to twice the momentum spent.
Yep, so if you can spend 3 here, and 6 points of damage will completely ignore what you...
That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to take this guy out. I've taken him to school. Oh, no damage?
No damage. Yeah, all of it rolled blank on that one. However,
is that possible in this game?
It is. It is. It's highly unlikely, but it is obviously possible here. What we'll do is, instead of using that, you can use your generated momentum, as you didn't hit and you wouldn't have spent it anyway. The momentum that was generated, the extra 4 that you had there, you can use that for damage if you would like to. Just apply it as straight raw damage on top of it.
Yeah, I'll just use it as just flat out damage. Sorry about that, folks, but I'll still get a slice on him anyway.
Yeah, and this is one that was already been wounded before. So this is one that took the shot from you when you charged up initially. So this is you can see that it does additional damage to him. His armor stops a bit, but he's looking rough. And we will... What do you have left for me, bud?
I was thinking, what's the pool at now? I may spend 2 for another additional, try to finish him off.
3.
All right, because I think Sinner's coming up soon, and she's a momentum generating machine. So I'll spend another 2 to have another go. Let's see, quick, just 2 dice this time. 2 successes.
There you go. 1 more than you need, and go ahead and roll that damage. Let's see if roll 20 is happy and gives
7.
you... There, that's exactly what it did. Plus, all of your effects go into play, and I will allow you to use that extra momentum to do what you wanted to do before, bypass 2 points of it, as you end the life of the gentleman in front of you and drive your sword through the breastplate deep inside his heart as he dies faster than his gurgling friend on the ground.
Okay, for movement, because I see the proverbial firewall, and I know Sinner's behind there, I want to get on my horse and I want to head to that firewall.
Okay. You can jump on and head towards it and roll an observation check for me right now, as I would like everybody in the party to roll an observation check. Any successes, let me know.
Awesome.
For Marik.
1.
Actually, 2 for me. I'm on. Wow.
Oh, wait, I can re-roll. Let me just see. Ha! Yes, 2 successes.
2 bourgeois.
Okay, so we're going to say that just because of the proximity, Pow is the first one to hear the crackling rush of what sounds like a freight train coming through the valley. And Pow, as you turn looking behind you, away from the scene of devastation and away from the field of battle, back towards the west where the west wind blows, you see a wall of normal fire rushing towards you, very similar to the wildfire that consumed the previous valley. It is coming, and it's coming very quickly. Muted, bud.
Powell goes, fuck. Powell wants to get completely away from it. He's gonna try to sprint through the woods, as far as he can to get around and maybe over to the other side. But he doesn't want to come out in the open.
Okay, so we're going to say you didn't use your movement last time, so I'm going to send you around in this direction, as you're going to have to bust coverage at one point. But we'll send you past Schwa. How's that?
That's fine.
Yeah, Schwa, as you're standing there, you see Pow burst out of the forest, and that draws your own eyes. Arik, that draws your eyes as Pow's running out, covered in blood. There is a wall of fire jumping from tree to tree behind him, maybe 100 feet back and approaching rapidly. Senna, we're going to cut to you as you see Conan rushes forward, and as your shot takes the sword from this person's hand, Karis turns and looks at you as you rush up beside, and he reaches out and misses both times. As actually no, the 12 hits, I think. Let me double check.
Wait, how much?
Yeah.
I think I can do something. Wait.
There are 2 successes, actually. I was looking at the wrong card.
Damn it. There was something and I can't find it now. Cool. Wait, I can increase an opponent's skill test difficulty. Is that what this is?
Sure.
Make it harder to hit. Okay. So how much momentum do we have?
Right now, before you have 1.
Oh shit. Okay, I can't do it. It's fine. Cool. Come on. Cool. Let's go.
Okay, so as he succeeds,
You have fortune.
We'll see.
1 with 1 effect, as the 2 black tentacles creep out from his opposite hand and wrap around both your neck and Conan's. As Conan, he doesn't drop Torg's sword, but he's grabbing at the tentacle around his neck.
Karis, I didn't think you could get uglier, but you really managed to do it in such a short amount of time. Through.
I need you, my dear. I've always needed you. And the tentacle kind of brushes the red hair off the side, revealing the lavender eyes beneath. It is your action now, Senna, but you're going to do anything, you have to get free of the tentacle. I will tell you this. For the small price of 1 fortune,
Greg.
I will allow you to free either yourself or Conan.
Sweet. So what I do is kind of stop myself from clawing at the ones on myself. Sigh. Look at Conan. Just check the first page of your notes when you're gone. And I kind of swing the bow up to shoot, using a fortune to shoot through the tentacle on Conan.
So as Conan drops to the ground, the severed and wiggling tentacle around his neck still, he pulls it off, and you see him plant the sword into the ground, and he stands up and sees what you've done and attacks.
Conan!
And he hits once. You see him slice down across the arm as Conan stands there, and he says, "I won't leave you!" as he goes to swing again. And you guys are locked up, and Senna, as you look over the shoulder of Karis, you see the wall of fire coming.
Please run! And I will just, I don't know what he is doing. Can I just, without trying to free myself, can I just try to kind of wiggle in front of him? If he's trying to attack him, just using whatever I have to get him behind me.
Yeah, if you want to spend another fortune, I'll allow it.
I didn't say anything. How many do I have? I just have 1 left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently 2.
I didn't take away that one. I'm going over now.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Sure, get the hell out. Elbow him in the face and get him behind me. Yeah.
Since you're spending fortune, I will give you this hint. Conan prizes all of you more than life itself, and he feels a special responsibility to each of you. You know that he cleans that sword of Torg's every day. You feel that might make him break away, if even for a moment.
What, his sword?
If he had to retrieve it.
Cool. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Great. Yeah, so I will take one of my hands away from my bow, which I never want to do, and take it from his hand, and I will try to, since I'm using fortune, hopefully I can do this. I'm going to toss it over the fire. Don't touch that, just get out.
No! And you see him kind of run over to the side, and it's only then that Conan realizes the real wall of fire that's coming. Let's cut back to the rest of the team as everyone is in full retreat or dead, as the White Company sees what's gone on. If they are not incapacitated on their backs at the end of a whip, they are in full retreat from both, primarily from the thieves, but in second from Mother Nature, as the wall of fire is quickly descending upon your position. I will ask each of you in turn. I know that Pal is running. Schwa, what do you want to do?
So there should be a riderless horse in my vicinity. Is that correct?
There are several horses. They are very skittish right now as this descending fire has caught their wind and caught the nose as the west wind is blowing the soot and the ash in their general direction. They are domesticated beasts, but they can sense their demise should they stay in front of this fire.
Gotcha. Well, I think grabbing a horse that doesn't have a rider anymore and getting this family up onto the back and out of here is what Schwa is going to be interested in doing at this point.
Okay. Schwa, you have a fortune left. I will allow you to calm this beast and get everyone on top of the horse, as you are not, no offense, Schwa, you are not a full-sized rider, and you can get the entire family onto the back of this beast, presumably for a short trip at least. And tell me where you would like to go, should you wish to spend your fortune.
Excellent. No offense taken. That is a design feature, not a bug, for him being incredibly small and packing a powerful punch. Yes, I will spend my fortune point to achieve getting this family to safety. And let's have them ride. Let's see, fire's coming in from the west. What looks like to safety from here? I'm not really sure.
Really, the only out that you have is to the north or to the direction that Arik and Artigan were in. Arik and Artigan would know that there was at least the sound of rushing water in that direction, but that information has not been given to Schwa as of yet. It, of course, we're kind of out of combat order for everybody but Cinna, so I'm going to allow you guys to kind of role play this as you are all kind of, you got onto the horses. Go for it, kids, as you are all...
All right, I'll if I may, I'll go first because I've got the damnedest fucking thing on the planet to do. All right. So with my 2 observation and remembering where Cinna was, can I spot where she is, Conan is, and this half-faced son of a you-know-what is?
Yes, now, what do you want? What's that?
Basically, here's what I want to do. I want to find a perch. I want to jump the wall of fire, and I want to go into this son of a bitch who's got her, and give Conan something to watch.
Okay. So, I will say this, that there's not a tree that's close enough to this that's not on fire, but you have your horse, and if you want to try to ride up and jump over Steve McQueen style, I will allow it.
That's what I want to do. I want to jump the fire and get in to this son of a bitch who has her, and as far as I'm aware, has Conan, who has the boy.
All right, so as you're going to enter into combat, I will say that you can do this. We can either roll for it, an animal handling and or some type of dex, or you can spend your last remaining fortune and do it in style.
Yeah, I got a feeling Doom's going to be used against me in a minute. Oh well, let's make this look good. Fortune point, please. I'm getting over there and I want into this bloke.
Okay, so Artigan, as you ride kind of standing on the top of your saddle, we're going to say that Arik is the one that sees this, and as Artigan was able to impress you with his ability to descend with his horse in stealth before, a horseman of the steppes should definitely take notice of this maneuver as he rides and leaps, clearing the wall of bluish-green flame, his sword out as he descends. And Cinna, you see old man Artigan, gray beard blowing in the wind and the whip of the flames, as he drops beside you and between Karis and Conan. And you are there. We're going to say that's your movement as you run. And do you say anything to Conan as you land? He's beginning to back away from the scene.
Think, boy. Mind before sword. Remember what I told you. And basically, as for Karis, I remember you. Wallop.
Go ahead and you can get an attack in on him. As I want to know what the rest of the thieves are doing. Are you guys... Arik, you have information. You guys can roleplay it. Pal?
Yeah, so this Lancer who was after Arik, is he broken off as well?
They are all running like their asses are on fire because they're going to be on fire in a second.
Yeah, he loosens the whip on his saddle so he's no longer dragging that guy, and he was going to run around to help Schwa get everybody on the horses, and so he'll just like, there's a stream to the east through the trees, and we'll make sure that Pow is not left behind as well.
Powell's running for one of them fucking horses. He's going to use a fortune point to animal handling. He's going to look for, did Schwa potentially drop the bag of rupees as he was fighting and shooting?
There is no chance that Schwa dropped the rupees.
I was going to bump into Schwa and try to steal it off of him, but he's already on a horse, so he would definitely, he'll try that later. But he's going for one of them horses, definitely. So.
Okay. So you're able to spend a fortune, and you kind of do the old cowboy up on the ass trick of the horse, as you kind of just plant your hands, jump over, and the three of you are riding south towards the water. We're going to say that you get there with a few moments to spare as the rush of fire goes. And let's cut back to Cinna, Artigan, Karis, and Conan. Conan sees the two mentors as they battle with this beast of black and sorcery, with the tentacles writhing from different points along its length. No longer the man Karis, but something much more, something designed to get close. And Cinna, as you kind of turn, firing your arrows into this creature at point blank range, as you begin to take it 2-3 in the chest, peppering it, making it quill in front of you. You turn, and you have, as Artigan turned and is engaged, fighting off the tentacles that seem to be springing from every step, Artigan delivers his line to Conan, and Conan's eyes meet yours as he's backing away from the scene. Cinna, what do you say?
Run until you can't run anymore, then fight. But you can run. You have to run.
You see, despite the teachings of Rhoda, a single tear drop down his cheek as he turns, runs, but continues to look back. And as he looks, he waits until the last moment as the sweep of fire rushes down. Artigan, you see it coming as well. Cinna, you see it coming as well. What would the two of you like to do?
I want to try and cut the tentacle that's holding her and get out of there. Basically, maneuver my horse under her, cut, retrieve, bolt south towards the river, because I know it's there.
I will tell you that this is going to require 3 successes, but if you so do so, I will allow it to happen.
Okay, and I believe there's one last momentum in the pool.
There is one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll add an extra dice to this. Three.
So, as Old Man Artigan turns and cleaves down into the black tentacles, they sputter and spit, and Karis loses concentration for a moment as both the tentacles around Artigan relax. But Cinna, you are free. Artigan, you're going to have to make a roll to free yourself as you concentrated your attack on Cinna. There is a wall of the tentacles in front of you. Cinna, what do you do?
I will shoot some tentacles that are going after Artigan.
Okay.
Trade off.
3 successes here. You can free him if you get it.
Okay, cool.
Did my crit regenerate a momentum as well?
No, you used it all to do this.
Right.
You actually had 1 extra, so we'll leave that one in the pool.
Right,
Oh.
cool.
Can I?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah.
Oh, great, cool. And I get my extra one anyway, so. 3! Because of the crit.
Okay, so as you fire point blank, you guys turn, and Conan's starting to run, and as he turns around, he sees Artigan and Cinna running towards him, and he waits, and you see his eyes grow wide, the tears falling from both eyes now, as he waits and waves for you guys. Come on! And you guys can hear him as The three of these thieves burst out of the tree line. The flames 20, 15, 10. And as they leap, you see fire lick behind them as the rush of backdraft comes through, and all three of them burst beneath the surface of the water.
Not today, boy.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we will end this session of Conan Age Undreamed Of. That was amazing. Holy shit. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, great, great, great. Okay, let's jump around to everybody. I kept you a little too long, but I'll jump around to everyone real quick. Let's start with Jim again. Jim, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. That was thrilling. What a big oh man, just I love a big brawl. So that was great. Loving the system and the sort of little stories that are developing out of it, particularly as Conan tries to survive all these encounters. You guys can find me wherever you can find WebDM online. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we got all over the place. So come check us out, come talk role-playing games with us. Great game today, Greg. Great game today, guys.
Awesome, man. Let's cut down to the mighty Schwa. Schwa. No, I'm just muted for you guys. Everybody heard me, and the real people heard no. Yeah, let's go over to Slack. The mighty Schwa created the Fortress of Schwatude. He went absolutely berserk, got his A kicked, and schwa'd up and delivered as good as he got. I love it. How are you doing, bud?
Folks, I had a blast today. I feel like we really took it all the way to full Conan the Barbarian today. Nice job, team. Excellent teamwork. I had just so much fun. My name is Slack. You can find me online at Actual Slack on Twitter. And I hope you listen to my D&D 5e actual play podcast. It is called Dice Tribe, and it's presented by Encounter Roleplay. You can find it on an iPod or Stitcher or whatever podcasting equipment you happen to use. Guys, I loved being here, and I can't wait for my next trip down Conan Lane. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Yeah, the sight and sounds of Schwa. I want that soundtrack. Let's go down to Steve, pal. The shadow that kills. Jesus, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing well, man. I thought today was just the best. You know what I mean? Everybody did what they're best at. We worked so well together today. The ending was awesome with those two. I mean, just everything worked out. Like you said, the dice tell the story. It completely did. I had a blast. Catch me tomorrow, Sunday night with you on Project Athena, and I will see you when I see you in the Funny Papers, I believe.
Nice. The Funny Papers it is. We will meet at the second comic. Cap, how are you doing, bud? As Old Man Artigan goes Steve McQueen with my Fence of Fire and then does a great escape. You see what I did there? So good. Okay, awesome. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for having me. My name's Capricorn Cross, all one word. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I'm all under that name and handle. Coming up this Sunday, 7:30 p.m. British summertime, my regular story and character-driven show, 5th edition, The Chronicles of Cascardis, will continue with the second part of the 5th Chronicle, and also to be announced today, I've mentioned it a couple of times before, the Discworld game under the GURP system. That will be launching on September 22nd, also Saturday, September 22nd, also at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And I want to put a call out. I've already got one, but I need 3 more players. So if you want to learn the GURP system, if you want to play in Terry Pratchett's Discworld, drop me a DM here on Twitch or drop me a DM on Twitter. Open applications, welcome one and all. And thank you very much for having me again, Greg. That was amazing.
Absolutely, brother. And please follow the links in chat for everybody. And Caps are both there at the bottom. So please go ahead and follow him up and join us here on the streaming community, especially if you haven't done it yet. Cap's a great guy to do it with. And this is going to be a great show. So please, everybody, if you see an opportunity, take it. Here is one this wonderful Friday afternoon. Lauren, the dice tell the story, and you guys kicked ass. I love it. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling good, Greg. Feeling good today. I was pacing around so fucking nervous all morning, just like, oh, what am I gonna do? That was so much fun. So much fun. Yeah. I'm gonna be laughing now for about the next hour. Hi, I'm Lauren. I really love Conan. It's so much fun. You can find me over on Twitter at that sultry ginger. Tomorrow night's the finale of the Greyhawk channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. What? Valley to the Skull on the Greyhawk channel. I know words where Greg's gonna try to kill me again. And then Project Athena is this week right here. 6 p.m. this week, 6 p.m. Eastern. So please check that out as Greg tries to kill me again. Tries being the optimal word.
That's it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Follow all of these wonderful people online because you need to have good people in your lives. Trust me, they're all great. I'm giving you a step up from good. We don't have Firefly this week as we have several people that are conning it up. But until then, until next week, stick around for Conan. We've got some Pulp Cthulhu this weekend. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Grimjack21502 for all the scheduling. But until then, take care of yourselves. And if I have a recommendation for something to do this weekend, go to An Age Undreamed Of. Odysseus did it right. We'll see you guys.